Let's talk about the middle class, the backbone of any country and especially of Europe. It's a group that often goes unnoticed, but its impact is everywhere. From the bustling city centers to the quiet suburbs, the middle class is the engine that keeps society moving forward. They're not rich, not poor, but they keep society running. Nurses caring for the sick, teachers shaping the next generation, small business owners fueling local economies, and factory workers building the products we all rely on. They're also the delivery drivers, the IT professionals, the public servants, people who make daily life possible. The middle class pays taxes that fund public services, buys homes that support the housing market, sends kids to school, and dreams of a decent holiday once a year. They juggle bills, save for their children's education, and try to put a little aside for the future. Their spending keeps shops open, their votes shape politics, and their hopes and fears drive national conversations. When the middle class thrives, so does the economy and society. Communities are vibrant, businesses flourish, and there's a sense of optimism about the future. The middle class is the glue that holds everything together, creating stability and opportunity for all. But now, that stability is cracking. The sense of security that once defined middle-class life is being replaced by anxiety and uncertainty. Across Europe, people who once felt secure are struggling to keep up. Rising costs, stagnant wages, and unpredictable job markets are making it harder for families to maintain their standard of living. Secure jobs, affordable homes, and comfortable retirements, once seen as a given, are slipping out of reach for many. The dream of owning a home or retiring with dignity is fading for millions. The promise was simple: work hard, live well. But for millions that promise is fading. People are working longer hours, yet struggling to make ends meet. Many are forced to make tough choices between heating and eating, between saving for the future and surviving the present. It's not just numbers, it's real people. Families are delaying having children, young professionals are stuck living with roommates well into their 30s, and workers are watching their wages fall behind rising bills. The stress is visible in homes across the continent. The middle class is under pressure like never before. The weight of uncertainty is taking a toll on mental health, family life, and the very fabric of society. If the backbone breaks, the whole system is at risk. The question is urgent: what's gone wrong and what can be done to restore hope for Europe's middle class? Enter the cost of living crisis, a true horror story for your wallet and a daily reality for millions across Europe. It's not just a headline or a passing trend, it's a relentless squeeze that's changing the way people live, shop, and even think about the future. Prices for basics, like food, rent, and especially energy, are soaring to levels many have never seen before. Every trip to the supermarket feels like a gamble, with essentials costing more each week. Meanwhile, paychecks are stuck in place, barely moving, leaving families with less and less to work with. People are forced to make tough choices, switching to cheaper brands, skipping meals, and putting back items at the checkout. The stress of every bill, every receipt, is becoming overwhelming. Even the smallest purchases are now carefully weighed and reconsidered. Energy costs have exploded, especially during the colder months. Families are bundling up indoors, lowering thermostats, and sometimes facing the impossible decision between heating their homes or putting food on the table. Getting to work or school is no longer routine. Fuel prices are sky high, and even public transport fares have jumped. For many, the daily commute is now a major financial burden. Every small increase, whether it's a few cents more for bread or a higher electricity bill, adds up quickly. It's like a tidal wave of expenses, washing over households and leaving them scrambling to stay afloat. This isn't about cutting back on luxuries or skipping the occasional treat. For millions, it's about survival, making sure there's enough to eat, enough to keep the lights on, and enough to get through another month. The middle class, once a symbol of stability and comfort, is now feeling the squeeze from all sides. Savings are dwindling, and what was once a comfortable life is now filled with anxiety and uncertainty. This crisis isn't just hitting a few, it's everywhere. It's mainstream, not marginal. From city centers to quiet suburbs, everyone is feeling the pinch. Your wallet isn't just crying anymore, it's screaming for relief, echoing the frustration and fear of people everywhere. With every bill that goes unpaid and every tough decision made at the dinner table, the pressure keeps building. The sense of security that many once felt is slipping away. How did it get this bad? What forces are driving this crisis, and is there any hope for relief? Let's dig deeper and uncover the roots of this economic storm. Prices are up, and it seems like every time you walk into a store, something else costs more than it did last week. From the bread you buy in the morning to the electricity that powers your home, the cost of living is climbing higher and higher. Shoppers across Europe are feeling the pinch, forced to make tough choices about what to put in their baskets and what to leave behind. But wages, not so much. While the price tags keep rising, paychecks are barely budging. For many, the numbers in their bank accounts just don't keep up with the numbers on their bills. It's a frustrating reality that's becoming all too familiar. While costs sprint ahead, paychecks barely move. Families are forced to stretch every euro, cutting back on essentials and postponing plans. The dream of saving for a holiday, a new car, or even just a night out feels further away than ever. For years, wage growth has lagged behind inflation across Europe. The gap between what things cost and what people earn keeps widening, making it harder for ordinary people to keep up. Even as economies recover on paper, real wages, what your money can actually buy, are shrinking. Even when companies profit, workers see little benefit. Corporate earnings are hitting record highs, but the rewards rarely trickle down to the people who keep those businesses running. The wealth gap grows, and the sense of unfairness deepens. A small raise is wiped out by bigger bills, meaning you're effectively earning less. That extra bit in your paycheck disappears the moment you pay for groceries, rent, or heating. It's like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up, no matter how hard you try. Imagine a 2% raise when inflation is 8%. You're actually poorer. The numbers might look better on paper, but in reality, your money buys less and less each month. It's a silent pay cut that millions are experiencing. This gap is crushing the middle class and fueling frustration. People who once felt secure now worry about making ends meet. The stress seeps into daily life, affecting families, relationships, and even mental health. People see record profits and executive bonuses, but their own pay stagnates. The contrast is stark: lavish rewards at the top, stagnation and struggle for everyone else. It's no wonder resentment is growing. The old deal, work hard, get ahead, is breaking down. For generations, people believed that effort and dedication would lead to a better life. Now, that promise feels broken, replaced by uncertainty and disappointment. When hope fades, anger rises. Across Europe, protests and strikes are becoming more common as people demand change. The frustration is boiling over and leaders are being forced to listen. A demotivated, struggling middle class is a warning sign for any society. When people lose faith in the future, communities suffer, opportunities dry up, and the next generation faces even greater challenges. The sense of injustice is real, and it's spreading fast. People are asking tough questions. Why are we working harder but falling behind? What's driving this crisis, and what can be done to fix it? The answers matter, not just for today, but for the future of Europe. How did we get here? A perfect storm of global crises. First, COVID-19 shut down economies, broke supply chains, and sent prices soaring. Then, Russia's invasion of Ukraine triggered an energy shock. Europe lost access to cheap gas, and bills skyrocketed. Food prices jumped too, as key exports from Russia and Ukraine dried up. Suddenly, everything from bread to electricity cost more. These aren't distant problems. They hit your kitchen table and your monthly budget. The pandemic and war poured fuel on the fire of inflation. Economic uncertainty is now the norm. And who gets hit hardest? Ordinary middle-class families, with little cushion to absorb the shock. They're left juggling impossible choices. The fallout is everywhere. Housing, the biggest expense and the biggest headache. In Europe's cities, rent and home prices have spiraled out of control. Young people are stuck renting, unable to save for a deposit. Renters spend huge chunks of income just to keep a roof overhead. Homeowners face rising interest rates, making mortgages suddenly unaffordable. Why? Not enough new homes, and investors treating property as a money machine, not a place to live. Housing has become a financial asset, not a social good. The result? A broken market, hollowed-out cities, and a middle class under siege. The dream of stable, affordable housing is slipping away, and it's fueling the crisis. Remember savings? For many, they're a distant memory. Rising costs and flat wages mean there's nothing left to save. People live paycheck to paycheck with no safety net for emergencies. One unexpected bill can trigger a financial crisis. Without savings, planning for retirement or investing in the future is impossible. The social contract, work hard, retire comfortably, is breaking down. No savings means no progress, no security, and no hope for a better life. People feel stuck, unable to move forward. The middle-class dream is fading, 1 month at a time, and the consequences are profound. The squeeze isn't just financial, it's psychological. The promise of social mobility is fading. Young people see less opportunity than their parents. Anxiety and pessimism replace hope. Better education doesn't guarantee a better life. The rules feel rigged and frustration grows. When hope dies, trust in society and democracy erodes. A society without hope is in real trouble. So, what's the fix? First, direct support. Governments can cap prices, offer energy vouchers, and cut taxes for those hit hardest. These are emergency measures, but they buy time. Long-term wages must rise through stronger unions, higher minimum wages, and fairer tax systems. Shift taxes from workers to corporations and extreme wealth. Build more affordable housing, invest in future-proof jobs, and fix broken markets. It's not easy, but it's necessary. The solutions exist. We just need the will to act. Rebuilding the middle class means investing in people, not just profits. It's about fixing the engine, not just patching the tires. The choice is ours. Will we take it? So, is the European middle class dying? Not dead, but definitely on life support. Soaring costs, stagnant wages, and broken promises have pushed millions to the brink. The consequences are economic, social, and political. But this isn't fate, it's the result of choices. We can invest in housing, raise wages, and build a fairer tax system. We can restore hope and stability. The middle class is essential for democracy and prosperity. The patient can still be saved, but only if we act. The future depends on what we do next.